So, had to make a stop by Home Depot and decided to make a video out of it. What can you get from Home Depot to start your detailing business in 2022? And this is going to include the famous vacuum debate, but a couple other things. So, let me show you some of the things you can pick up. Probably right down the street from your house. You don't need to order a bunch of stuff. So, let's do some shopping. So one of the first things I picked up was this Milwaukee fuel cordless drill and impact gun kit. You see here, 229, comes with the charger, 2 batteries, a bag, a bunch of accessories. I caught it on sale. I think it was like $149, plus I got some other stuff. So keep an eye out because they keep these on sale. Really good quality, but I use those for drill brushes and stuff like that to, clean carpets, other fabrics. Sometimes wheel brush, polishing headlights, tight to reach areas. There's a lot you can do with that drill. Really good power. Same thing with the impact gun. For an electric impact gun, really good power. Probably not going to take off wheels or anything like that, but you can definitely unbolt seats. Definitely a good buy. Check that out. And for right now, we are at Home Depot. So this was the first vacuum I bought, the Rigid 4-gallon, 5 horsepower. Comes with those tools. Not bad at all. Not a bad vacuum cleaner, but as we've discussed, I found some better ones. They also offer the Stinger, has pretty good reviews. It's definitely smaller, but good power. I personally have never used it, but that's one route to go. Again, nothing bad to say about it, but that's not the important thing that you can pick up here as far as vacuum goes at Home Depot. This is what you need to look for. So $25, that detailing kit, that cord and hose and everything will work with the VacMaster and the Craftsman XSP vacuum. I've done videos on how it does connect. Maybe I'll do another one because people still had questions, but essentially that coupling right there has an external to where it slides on the inside of that, plus it has a reducer on the inside. $25, you cannot go wrong with that setup and add it to the Craftsman or VacMaster. But again, the Rigid's not bad, $93. Again, I just wanted something smaller and without wheels. Don't need it sliding around hitting stuff. Next, we're looking at bottles. I personally use the Zeep, whatever it is, spray bottles. Believe these in particular, but I think mine have a yellow top. Either way, they're pretty good. They're cheap. Had hit or miss experiences with them. Not leaking, but sometimes you just lose that spray. I don't know what you want to call it, power or spring, but really good travel. Sprays a lot with just that one spray or one squeeze. Really good bottles, $3 to $4, maybe $5 for some of the bigger ones, and they do not leak. And since we're here talking about chemicals, you can find whatever you like to use. Oh wow, the price for Totally Awesome has completely shot through the roof. I hope that's not the right tag. And of course, oh yeah, Awesome APC, $9. This used to be like $6 for a gallon, and prior to that, it used to be like $3.50 or something for a gallon. Yeah, just go to the dollar store. I don't know if they sell gallons at the dollar store, but definitely a lot cheaper than $10 a gallon. Are you serious? But that's an awesome, super powerful all-purpose cleaner, and it tells you the dilution rates on it right there for a lot of stuff. I mean, everything from cleaning boats, cars, aircraft, engines. You can use it on wheels, but be very, very careful. Make sure you dilute. Some stuff I use for carpets, Folex is awesome, but to be honest, I haven't used Folex in a long time. Again, kind of expensive, $15, $16 for a gallon. Folex is awesome on carpets. It's also super strong, so make sure you dilute it. I use it in my extractor, but you can use that as a spot cleaner as well. And yeah, it works. I don't know what else to say about it, but what also works for me is Adam's interior carpet and fabric cleaner. That stuff works really well. But here you usually find all the household cleaning items that you need, not necessarily car specific stuff. But if you're so happen to be in a Home Depot or a Lowe's, these are just small things you can pick up, get started detailing, just get it done. Oh yeah, while I'm here, pick up a couple of these. Those are really good scrubbing brushes for carpets, mats, a lot of things. Don't really use them on the exterior because I'm pretty sure they'll scratch. But those little brushes, they're really good for, I like the little angle on it. I have 2 or 3 of them in the truck right now. They really get in the corners, between seats, under pedals, behind pedals, on pedals. And pick up your gloves, shop towels, another one, always comes in handy. There's some glass specific ones. And even some of these Scotch-Brite reusable towels, they're pretty good on glass in certain situations. I haven't had any issues with lint on these, but there's some better options, there's some worse options, but you know, picking up this big box of shop towels does help. Gloves always help. You want your hands super dry like mine. But yeah, just small things that you can pick up here. So I think we're probably done with chemicals and cleaning solutions. We're gonna move on to stuff that makes noise. Yes, sir. All right, here we come to the pressure washers. You have a lot of choices. Never really heard anything good or bad about Ryobi. I just know I started with the Karcher electric pressure washer. It's supposed to be 2200 PSI, and I just couldn't get consistent delivery of that water pressure, or water in general, from a garden hose, from my tank, from outdoor hookup, none of it. So I just really did not like the electric pressure washers. Granted, a lot smaller, a lot more compact. I mean, that just looks awesome. It's got a little handle and everything. You wrap everything up and it goes. Versus something like this, where it's a lot bigger, definitely a lot more noisy. But this is the pressure washer I ended up going with, 3100 PSI, 2.3 gallons per minute, $400. And I mean, there's other ones. I mean, that one's $300, $100 cheaper. 2900 PSI, which is 100% fine. I mean, 31 is really overkill. I mean, this one's 33, that one's 33. But I went with this one, just did some quick reviews, quick Googling while I was in the store, because I was having a mental breakdown. Which one do I go with? And this one's brushless. I mean, I really didn't understand the difference. Now I kind of do. Now that sounds pretty interesting. Huh. Well, it's only 2300 PSI, which means in reality it's probably somewhere between 14 and 16. But it does come with the turbo nozzle for up to 50% faster cleaning. This came with the quick change, which I actually still use today. I kept losing the small individual nibs, or nozzles. That 5-in-1 quick change is awesome, but this is the one I went with, $400, and I've been using this just about every day for a year and a half. I've done maintenance on it, changed the oil, run the there's a cleaning solution and lubricant that you run through the engine, well, the pump motor, I guess you would say. And every single time, even if it's freezing cold outside, this thing, turn the fuel on, choke, one pull start every single time. So that's the one I decided to go with. Spent the money on it, and 18 months later, not a problem. But I want to look into this brushless idea. That sounds good in theory, but I don't think it's gonna give me the power I'm looking for. It's still an electric pressure washer. This is just convenient. Gas and go. But it's always good to have a backup. So speaking of nozzles, this is the Ryobi turbo nozzle. $45. The 5-in-1, $34. So I was gracious enough. My neighbor gave me one of those, and it works awesome. Again, be very careful. Do not use it on paint. Use whatever you use it on. Use it at a very good distance. But the 5-in-1 is actually a really good sprayer. It has all your different spray heads on there. I use primarily the 40 and 25 degree. Gets the job done. You don't have to worry about losing those individual pieces like those. I mean, I've lost all of those. And especially when it's cold outside, having something bigger to work with and adjust and grab and see, definitely much better. So definitely the way to go. Definitely the way to go. Oh yeah, I forgot one more thing. Oh man, so I bought this and was thinking that, oh yeah, I'll just use that to dry cars with. 45, well no, I think it still was 50 bucks. 45 or 50 bucks when I bought it. Great power, I'll put it that way. It's not focused. This is not for drying cars. It actually works on my car, you know, being ceramic, graphene coated, and all types of extra stuff. But that is not designed to dry cars, and I might have tried it one time and learned that, nope, I'm gonna use that to clean out my driveway and my garage. So that's 99% of what this thing gets used for. It's just blowing the sand, dirt, dust out of my garage. But I mean, now you know that's available. It's very affordable. If you live in an area, you want to blow some leaves off of some cars, or you know, sand, dirt, it might help you. You can skip the blower. It's not a big deal. All right, so now we move outside. Hoses. I have a version of this one, 100 bucks. I think it was, 100 feet. I think it was like 50 bucks, the one I got. But I mean, it looks similar, same fixtures. Mine is just a little bit thicker, but it's definitely durable. It says contractor grade, 400 plus PSI, abrasion resistant jacket. It does kink though, but again, I'm using this in all types of temperatures. It kinks a little bit. As soon as water starts flowing through it, it fills back out. But for the price, that was pretty good at the time, because here you have contractor farm hose. This looks a little bit more durable. It's 80 bucks. Let's see what it says. 500 PSI, high kink resistance, pretty much, you know, same stuff. This one is 70 bucks, 75 feet. Easy handling, lighten your workload. Yay. All that good stuff. You just want something that's not going to crush. You don't want a garden hose like this. I mean, you see that already. You don't want something like that. That's going to crush, crack, and rip like instantly. So stay away from like the green garden hoses. I get it, heavy duty, but it's going to let you down. It's going to let you down. This isn't the same as some of those contractor hoses. So yeah, spend money. You don't have to spend, 200 bucks on something crazy, but something that's going to be like contractor grade, something that specifically says kink, tear resistant, wear resistant, abrasion resistant. And I've been using this hose, or a version of this hose, probably close to 4 months now, 5 months. Not a problem. While you're here, don't worry about any of those sprayers, but you might be able to find some adapters, quick fit connections, and I use a lot of quick fit connections just because it makes my life easy. Something like that going off my water tank. I had a splitter, like a 2-port splitter. Those plastic connections are, they seal really well, they just don't last. So I started with some stuff like this. And like I said, they seal really well. Those are actually pretty good. That's a splitter, and it has like the spring head on it. So it flexes, but it also stays in place. Just try them out. The biggest thing, washers. When you start having leaks, it's not, usually because of the head or the fitting. You just need washers. So I have a pack of washers I bought from Amazon of various sizes. So it'll go into my quick fittings, garden hoses. It'll go into spray nozzles. It'll go into the fittings on my gun. And I mean, probably 2 or 3 times a month, I'm swapping out those washers between the gun, the high pressure hose, stuff like that. So make sure you get a bunch of washers, various sizes. There's kits, And don't worry about all this stuff, the magic nozzles, the big shot. You don't need any of that. You got a pressure washer, keep pushing. Get a quality gun. Obsessed Garage hooked me up with that. Quality hose. Stay away from this type of stuff. Yeah, it'll save you space. It's not gonna last. They're not designed for everyday heavy use, carnage, dragging through driveways, tossed in the back of your work vehicles. If you have enough space, hose reels, you can rig them up however you need to. They're great. They keep things organized. I just don't have the space for one, so I try to neatly coil my own hose before I put it up. I definitely do it with my high pressure hose just because that actually was expensive. But if you got the space, go for it. But don't cheap out on your hoses, but you don't have to spend a fortune on hoses. Remember, get your washers, various sizes. Washers will save your life. I am 100% leak free with my setup because of washers. Just another reference. So this was the drill and impact gun kit I got. Actually very similar. My impact gun looks a little bit different. It's not as round as looking as that one. But mine came with, yeah, mine's a little bit different. My bag wasn't as tall, it's a little bit more wide. It came with a little bit more that's in this kit, and I think it was about $150 though when I caught it on sale, because it came with all the drill bits, attachments, and drivers, and a impact driver set. But it came with one of the small batteries, like those, I guess the CP3s, but it came with one of the big batteries. So this charger and big battery alone is $159. I got the charger, a big battery, a small battery, drill with the hammer attachment, with pretty much just a handle that goes on there, and the impact gun case and all the bits included for around $150. So just think about it. 2 batteries without a charger, just 2 batteries, $129. A charger and a big battery, $159. Catch these deals when they do have them, usually closer to the end of summer, Labor Day, and coming up on Black Friday and Christmas, because I got all of that for about $150. So the cost of the charger and the big battery, I got the drill, the impact gun, the attachments, drill bits, and everything. So just keep an eye. This Milwaukee stuff is awesome. The batteries last for a really good time, and I haven't had any problems. It hasn't broken. So keep an eye out on these deals. And of course, as I'm walking out, I find that's the pretty much the kit I got. I just don't see the attachments, like the drill bits and everything, but definitely wasn't $250. Take $100 off that. You'll find it. You'll find these deals throughout the year. So just keep an eye on them. They get kind of crazy. So there were 2 things I didn't cover here in Home Depot because they don't have it here in Home Depot, and that was the generator / inverter that I'm using and the vacuum. So I'm using the, let me unlock the door so I can get in the car. I'm using the, it's actually right there, the Caterpillar inverter. I'll get you guys the specs. I think it's like 4,000 watts, amps, whatever it is, 4,000 watts. But it's an inverter, not a generator, so it's smaller. It fits right here behind my seat. And it sips fuel comparatively, and a lot more convenient for me. Way more expensive, but a lot more convenient. Yeah, people are really looking at me weird, like, well, is he talking to himself? Is he recording me? No, I don't care about y'all. Anyways, just a lot more power, a lot quieter, a lot more fuel efficient, and it just works out for me. Way smaller. The vacuum. So the Craftsman / Vacmaster Beast, that came from Lowe's. So there's a Lowe's down the street, but I don't think I need to walk in there to show you the vacuum that's right there. Again, it's under $100, and just add that orange rigid kit that you can see wrapped around it. It works beautifully. You're good to go. So pretty much, if you are on the high end, $1,500, you spend And that's if you spend like 600, 700, 800 bucks on an inverter. You can do 400 bucks for a quality generator if you got the space, 400 bucks on a pressure washer. You can go cheaper and just get started. So that's 800 bucks there. Then all the other ancillary stuff is, you know, hoses, your gun, your foam cannon, your soaps, your cleaning solutions. So between, I'd say 1,200 bucks, 1,500 bucks, you're up and going. If you want like a full setup, a water tank, that water tank is 75 or 80 gallons. I could do 3 cars, 2 trucks or SUVs comfortably with that. And I think I didn't fill that up, and I did a coupe with that water the other day, and it wasn't all the way full because they had water at their home, but it was still frozen from the day before. So I had to use my own water, and it still had plenty. But that tank from Tractor Supply Co. was, oh God, I think it was $250. That one was $250. My smaller one, that was I think 35 gallons, and I got away with 35 gallons for a long time, just being smart with my water usage. But 35-gallon tank, much smaller, easier to fit than the 75, 80-gallon one. That one was roughly like $115, and you can catch deals there. But that's also where I got all my quick disconnect fittings and everything the first time and the second time around. I learned to just go with the brass ones. The plastic ones were fine, but I mean, the plastic pieces started to just snap apart. Yeah, it happens. So until they critically failed, they were fine. So if you really want to get started, Home Depot, you can get everything, and pretty much the same thing at Lowe's. Lowe's carries different things. They carry Craftsman electric tools, hand tools, and everything are great too. You might not get as good of a deal. I have no complaints with Milwaukee. I know a lot of people that use Milwaukee just fine. So that should get you started. More than enough to get you started. You can get started with a hose, a couple buckets, soap. But this will really get you going. You don't have to wait online for, you know, stuff to ship. You don't have to Google a bunch of stuff. Go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's, get what you need. I mean, some of this stuff you can find in Walmart too. But there's really no reason for you not to get started. So there you go. Taking up enough of your time today. Appreciate you guys going shopping with me. Getting home, because now it's time to do the business side of the business and close out invoices, send out invoices, you know, clean up schedules, and do a little bit of research, social media browsing, and just, you know, product gathering. So talk to you guys again later. Peace.